Hi, I'm Matthew from Simply Spanish Wine and welcome to another tasting video. And today we are looking at this wine, Finca la Rana, which is a more contemporary style red from DO Toro. So it's still pretty full-bodied, as you'd expect from a wine from this part of Spain, from Toro, up near Zamora, but it's got firm, chewy tannins and a finish packed with flavour. The wine is made by a winery called Hacienda Terra, which is a joint project from three men who are all passionate about wine. Oscar Garrote, Christian van Zeller, who is a world-renowned winemaker and one of the big names in the Douro winemaking region in Portugal, and then Spanish winemaker and rugby fanatic Javier Ortega, known as Pipa to his friends. Now, because we're in Toro, the focus is on Tinta de Toro vines, which, as you know, is Toro's version of the Tempranillo grape. It's genetically very similar. The vines are planted in a historic terroir known as Pago Bardales, which is about 750 meters above sea level, and there's a big focus on old pre-phylloxera vines. In fact, the rootstock for the Finca la Rana vines comes from a plot known as El Romeral, which is the estate's emblematic vineyard, planted more than 144 years ago with pre-phylloxera Tinta de Toro vines. So what's the approach? Well, the trio take a very organic approach, both in the vineyard and inside the bodega, inside the winery. Most of the vineyard tasks, like pruning or hoeing around the vines, is all carried out manually, and there's minimal treatment, a little bit of sulfur or perhaps some powdered stinging nettle added to the vines. What about the wine itself? Well, for Finca la Rana, all the harvesting is done by hand with a very careful selection process when the grapes arrive at the winery to try and weed out any substandard fruit before it goes inside the bodega. The grapes then get a gentle pressing to break the skins and free the juice inside, ready for fermentation. And that fermentation happens in quite a traditional way in 8,000-litre open-topped oak vats, or tannins as they are known in Spanish. Once fermentation is complete, the wine is then aged, and it's aged for at least 10 months in French oak barrels before bottling. The result is a full-bodied wine, medium garnet red in colour, with a very appetizing, quite savoury nose, but laced with menthol, rosemary, thyme, a bit of mature dark fruit and cedar wood notes from the time in the barrel. It's got nice, firm, chewy tannins and a finish packed with flavour. Now, in terms of pairing, as you'd expect from Toro, and following the old local wines with local dishes adage, Finca la Rana goes very well with traditional Castilian meat dishes, things like lamb, suckling pig, or a nice piece of grilled beef. Or you could try it just with a plate of charcuterie. It would work equally well with that too. There we are, Finca la Rana from Hacienda Terra in DO Toro. Thanks for watching and join us soon for another tasting video here at Simply Spanish Wine. Bye for now.